to us, guys. Hey, we did everything correct. We just left the highway. Now we're doing basically another training video, how to pick this up. We already contacted the customer. We already let them know. We did our inspection. We went up to them and let them know how much the car is valued at. We did all the talk negotiations. She signed the derelict. We're gonna show you that in the classroom as well about how to fill out the derelicts, how to do the bill of sales. So this is basically a basic setup of what we're gonna do to go ahead and pick up the vehicle. As you can see, the vehicle, we do have to pick it up with the engine facing front of the tow truck. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna try to do a little bit of movement here. I'm not gonna talk too much. You're actually gonna see more action than me talking, but this is what I'm just gonna do right now. I am gonna have to pick up this vehicle, take it out of their parking space, and then pick it up from the front. The most likability would be to place the car in neutral and try to have the help of the resident or have the help with the camera crew to just push it back so we can go ahead and pick it up. And my decision right now, I'm most likely gonna go ahead and try to put this car in neutral so I can go ahead and back it up and continue on the process. The vehicle is located on the driveway. We do suggest that anytime the car is on the driveway, try to take the property off private property and into public property. We do not want to damage their driveway, and we also want to pick up this car as securely as possible. So my idea right now, what I'm thinking about doing is basically putting the car in neutral, having it backed up, and then go ahead and continue on with our workload, okay? I'm gonna go ahead, it's more likely to, whenever you guys pick up the vehicle, to have their tags, remove their tags, remove any type of personal items on the floor, have them take out everything that they need from the vehicle, because once we pick up this vehicle, it is gonna get crushed. Once we pick up this vehicle, it is gonna get destroyed. So anything inside the vehicle will be destroyed and will be trashed. But if you want, come on the journey. Let's go ahead, let's begin. Okay guys, so we kind of made up the decision that we're gonna go ahead and put some power to the car. This is your typical jump box like we did in the beginning of the day. We made sure that the jump box was good, that we had it inside the car. Like I said, this is one of the key essentials that we need to provide. The car does have no battery. It is basically a junk car. So I'm just gonna provide some power to it so I can go ahead and put it in neutral so we can back the car up. The plan is to do it safely and properly to secure this vehicle so we can get back to the shop. I'm just basically gonna jump the car off and try to go ahead and push it manually into the street so we can go ahead and pick up the car from the front, okay? So come on, let's start the adventure. So we're gonna go ahead and try to pick up this vehicle. I'm gonna go ahead and put the jump box. Please be aware that these cars have been here for about a year or 2 years. There's snakes. This is Florida, so you have to remember there's snakes, bees, squirrels, possums, cats, mice. I really run into is a lot of mice and a lot of snakes. So whatever you do, always be careful. Make sure you don't put too much, body on these cars because it could get a little dangerous. It's a simple, basically what we're gonna do. We're just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna open the other door so you can go ahead and get a good view of what I'm doing. So if you want, cameraman, go ahead and go around the other side. Welcome back. As you can see, these cars are kind of junk cars. All I wanna do basically, oh, found a quarter, might be rich. So what we're basically gonna do is just try to put it in neutral. A lot of times these cars, without having the power, as you can see, they're dead to the world. Even though I put the jump box, I still don't have no power. A lot of cars do come with a safety release switch. You basically insert a key where the car is supposed to be at, and they're supposed to go ahead and unlock itself, but looks like we're having a little bit of technical difficulties. Let me see if I hook up my power correctly. Well, technical difficulties, finally got power. And we got a horn. Anyways, back to work. As I provided power now, the car was dead to the world. I did have to maneuver the cords a little bit just to get to the right power. As you can see, put my foot on the brakes, easily goes to neutral. Now this is where I need a little bit of brunt force. I'm gonna go ahead and have the car back up, basically do it as safely as possible as I can, okay? So we have a bad camera angle view, so we might have to walk around this car, but of course, before I even pick up this car, I do have to inspect the car to see if it's good. Most likely, a lot of times are the lug nuts, just to make sure that the lug nuts are secure, because a lot of times they do be coming loose and the tire could come off. As I inspected the car to try to get this car rolling out of here, there was a big thing on the safety meeting that we also had was like, the tires. As you can see, the tires are pretty bald. They're pretty much, you maybe can't get too much mileage out of this without the tire blowing up. The good case for us, we're gonna flatbed it. So we're gonna go ahead and we won't have to worry about these tires touching the road. If you want, come over this way, cameraman, because I do want to show you something. I don't know how good of a camera angle view I can get, but I attempted to put this car in neutral and back it up for a safely pickup. But as you can see, we have our first problem. The first problem that being that we have a flat tire. So I don't know if you're Superman, but there's no way this car is gonna roll up. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a procedure that we're gonna go ahead and take this car out of the private property. We're gonna go ahead and stage it to another area that we can safely pick it up and tie it down. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna jump in my truck, hook this car up how it's supposed to be, and I'll see you in a little bit.